Okay, so today I'm going to teach you how to make a duct tape wallet, and this is mine. It has one pocket for money and 2 credit card slots, but I can show you how to make however many you want today. So all you're going to need is 2 rolls of duct tape, and I recommend having one with a pattern and one with a plain color, a solid color, so it doesn't look too crazy, and it also doesn't look too plain. You're also going to need an X-Acto knife and a stapler, and you also need a ruler and a cutting board or mat. And if you have a cutting mat, you don't need the ruler or the cutting board because they're kind of combined. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and cut 8 7 3/4. They're supposed to be 7 3/4 inch of the inside color, which for me is the rainbow lines. But I normally just cut it 8 because whenever I cut it 8, they end up being 7.5 anyway. So set 4 of the 8 off to the side, and this is what you're going to do with the remaining 4. You're going to flip the first one over and pick up another one. And then you're just going to put it on, and you can do any of the trimming you need, or folding it over if it's not too small. And then what you're going to do is you're going to hold this up to your ruler or the side of your cutting mat and pick up another one of the strips and make it so it's 3 inches wide. And cover up all the sticky side with the other piece. So you're going to repeat that step so that you have 2 sheets of duct tape. So now you can put these together because you have to put them on top of each other, and mine aren't super perfect, so I'm just going to trim off the longer one because it doesn't work if they're different lengths. So now that you have 2 similar sized sheets of duct tape, take your outside color, and it doesn't really matter how long. It's probably going to be 7.5 to 8 inches. Just make it so it's as long as the sheets on top of each other, and because this is going to be like the bottom of your wallet. And don't cut it in half. Some people tell you to cut it in half, but it just makes it so if you mess up, you have to do it again. So it helps if you do it on top. Do it on top. Sorry, do it with a whole piece. And so now you have this sticky part, and you don't want that sticky part because then your money will stick to it. So just take part of the inside color again and do like another 7.5 to 8 inch piece of the inside color so that your money won't stick to that and get all bad. But and then you can just stick it right there or wherever you need it, and then cut it like that. And you can do any trimming that you need to do whenever you need to. But so now you're gonna do just 2, like it doesn't matter how big at all, 2 like pretty big pieces, like 9 or so inches of the outside color, because you're just going to be using little bits of them. So you don't need to measure them at all. They can be different sizes, it doesn't matter. Because you're just going to be using little strips of them. And so then you're going to cut both of them in half the long way. They don't have to be perfect because you can either redo it or it doesn't super matter how much they're cut in half. So hold it up so it's the height of the wallet to be. And just cut it so it's the height of it, and fold it, fold it over so you can see that it's okay. So after that, you're going to do it on both sides so you can kind of see your wallet forming. This is the place where you're going to put your money, which is kind of cool. So what you're going to do next is you're going to take another one of the half strips that you cut and put it half on, half off at the very top. But you don't want to cover up the hole for the pocket for where your money's going to go, so fold it on the inside of that, like that. And so just fold it on the inside like that. So the next step is to repeat the step that we just did. So you have little things on both sides. And then what you're going to do is you're going to hold the duct tape up so it's a little bit bigger than the wallet is, and you're going to cut it. And then, so do another strip that's about an inch less than the first one. So I'd say about there. And then you're going to flip the longer one over. And this is going to be the pocket part. So you need sticky things on both sides to make it stick. And so now what you're going to do is you're going to choose which side you want to be your inside and which side you want to be your outside. So I want this to be my inside. And you're just going to put that on and fold it over the edge so that, and don't trim at the bottom yet because it's just going to get taped over anyway. So that might mess it up. And then you can cut another piece about as long as the wallet is, a little longer maybe, just in case. And then you can put it over like that. Whoops, sorry. Put it over like that, half on, half off, and then flip it over so your credit card or gift cards or change doesn't fall out. So it's kind of cool because you can see your wallet forming, you can see what's going to be your credit card slots, and it's going to be where your money is. Next step that you're going to do is, so you have your big credit card pocket. You're going to staple in between so they're actually normal size credit card pockets. And don't staple it on each side because then it would staple right through the middle of your money pocket. So just staple once or twice, it doesn't really matter. But so credit cards can't get through there. And then what you're going to do is, since you probably don't want the end of staples in your wallet, you can just cut a little bit of this, just enough to cover the staples. Doesn't matter if it looks bad, because you can always redo it and probably nobody but you is going to see it. And then you can also cut a strip of this, but cut this one in half so it looks like, so you can put it like that so it looks like it's separated, which it is, but not just by tape. And then stick that on the inside. And in the beginning I mentioned that you could have as many credit card pockets as you want. All you have to do is repeat the step that we just did, where you do one and then one that's an inch less, a strip and then a strip that's an inch less. You just have to keep doing that for as many as you want, and then you can staple it again. And so you have your wallet now, and I hope you like this video, and there will be other how-to videos on a sticky situation, my blog about duct tape, and if you want to cover this up too, you can with the outside color. You don't have to though, and so that's how you make a wallet.